Good morning, my dear children. Dear students, today we are continuing with the chapter of nationalism in Europe. Already yesterday's class we have completed till the portion of liberalization in the political and economic perspective we discussed. And today we are firstly we will be discussing about a new conservatism after 1815. There we are discussing about the Treaty of Vienna 1814. Then we are discussing about the revolutionary Giuseppe Mazzini and his role role we will be discussing. And as the last part we will discuss in video about the age of revolutions 1830 to 1848. Firstly we will start with the portion of importance of the Treaty of Vienna. Here firstly we are discussing that about after the defeat of Napoleon in 1815. See, the European governments, they have came with the idea of the spirit of conservatism. Spirit of conservatism, there we are discussing that this group of the people, they were having, they believed that the traditional institutions of the state and society like monarchy, it may be importance of the church and property, the family, all these things, it is the importance of these institutions should be preserved. That was the idea, and they were they were not giving the idea that we should go back to the pre-revolutionary days, but they have given importance for the continuation of these institutions with its own importance. Then it is discussing that it could make the state, their belief was that these institutions will be, of course, giving, it will make the state more power and effective. That was also their belief. Then modern army and the efficient bureaucracy, then dynamic economy, the abolition of the feudalism, and all these things could strengthen the autocratic monarchies of Europe. Then students, see, when we are discussing about the defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte in the year 1815, see, some of the some European powers, they came together and they were together, they were against the Napoleonic rule, like the countries like see, the areas of Russia, Prussia, then Austria, then Britain, all these were, it was their combined effort that Napoleon lost his war, lost his power. Then one conference, that was the Treaty of Vienna of 1815. In this, all these countries came together and they met together for making a settlement related with the Europe. And this Vienna Treaty of Vienna, it was hosted by the Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich. Then here they were giving that means whatever they were some of the main settlements made in this Treaty of Vienna. First one, that means you may be remembering about the Bourbon dynasty, which lost its power at the time of French Revolution, means to bring back their power. That was one of the aim of this conference. And another one that they have the territories, means actually the territories which was conquered by which were conquered by the Napoleon, to take it back. And the France means the boundaries of the France, they were these countries, they prevented, means actually they ordered the different boundaries. These countries, they have made their power, because it should not again extend to another, means in the future they should not extend, means they have made the boundaries of the France blocked like that also. Means some of the places means actually that Prussia might have conquered there, otherwise they have brought their power. Some of the places Russia, otherwise some places Austria. These countries, Britain means they have established their power in the boundaries of the France. That was another thing. Then students, when we are means they also this power means this conservatives, they also made some of the censorship to the different places like newspapers, books, then songs, because their idea was that it means simply just like that the idea of liberty and freedom, it should not spread, and means actually they were also against, they were also against if somebody is criticizing their power, if somebody is against their ideas, means to that also they have brought the censorship. Then students, we are discussing about revolutionaries during this time period, and was one of the main revolutionary that we are discussing in this chapter, that is about Giuseppe Mazzini. And Giuseppe Mazzini, he was an Italian, this revolutionary, and during this time period we can say that means the people means actually young, especially the young people, they were very proud to take part in the revolutionary movement, and most of this revolutionary movement they were working very secret way. Otherwise means they know that means if they are if above the ground, otherwise in a normal way they were not functioning, means very secret way they have formed their organizations, group, and they trained the youngsters because they believed that means actually means they were against the belief that means God have given the power for ruling the areas, means they believed that it's not like that. It means actually it is everybody, means it is the people's power, and they were working against the existing institutions. And when we are discussing about Mazzini, means he firstly he started as a member of the secret society of Carbonari, and later he started two secret societies. One is Young Italy and another one is Young Europe. And then by giving practice to number of he attracted number of youngsters to this group. Then about the working, about the contribution, otherwise about the work of this revolutionary, the Duke Metternich, he described Mazzini as the most dangerous enemy of our social order. Means it is showing that means how much he was this Mazzini, he was having extreme spirit towards his this revolutionary activities. Then see by following the by taking spirit, otherwise inspiration from the work of Mazzini, we can also see that a number of secret societies were set up in Germany, France, and Switzerland, Poland, and other places of Europe also. These type of new revolutionary societies, secret societies emerged. Now after that, students, we are moving to the next point, that is the age of revolutions. Means the different, here we are discussing about different revolutionary movements between the time period of 1830 and 1848. In the next portions we are discussing, and here in the first part we are discussing about two revolutions. In the first part we will be discussing, first one is that is discussing about the July Revolution of France, and the second one is that is Greek War of Independence. Then here in the first part, that is July Revolution of 1830, here we will see that the Bourbon kings actually, though they have got their power, they have got their power to after the treaty of Vienna. Again, what happened? The liberal revolutionaries, means again the liberal revolutionaries, they are again working against this Bourbon dynasty. Then what happened? By the year of 1830, what happened? This as the effort of, otherwise because of this revolutions organized during that time period, again he is this power, this Bourbon dynasty, means from there they are restoring the power, and it is given to a constitutional monarchy they are giving, that is the Louis Philippe. He is getting this power. And about this incident, means actually after this incident, again the idea of liberalization and nationalism, it is spreading to other places. And about this incident, again this Metternich, he is remarking like that. He remarked like that: when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. It means from here the other group, other places of the Europe, they are also getting the spirit. Then the July Revolution sparked, actually we can say that to other places also, means this incident of the France, it have given the spirit of more becoming active and organizing more national, this liberalization related movement, that another part of the Europe also. Then the second incident that here we are discussing, that is about the Greek War of Independence. See, Greek means actually in this place, this incident, Greek War of Independence, in fact it was a movement, it was a war against the power of Ottoman Empire, which existed in France, which existed in Greek from the 15th century onwards. They wanted to get a freedom from this empire, and it was this movement. And here many people, means actually the Greek nationalists, they organized this movement, and the Greek people, those who were living in another countries, foreign countries, and also number of European, what we are saying, European poets, otherwise this poets, artists, means many people, they supported, they moral support they have given to this war of independence. And finally we will see that means after the Treaty of Constantinople, Greece declared as an independent nation. So because here means when we are discussing about Greek, means many of the poets and all, they were presenting, otherwise they named Greek as the cradle of European civilization. So a lot of support, means the Greek nationalists who organized this movement for getting freedom from the Ottoman Empire, means a good amount of support they received from different angles, different places. And as a result of that, what happened? As a result of that, through this Treaty of Constantinople, this place declared as an independent nation. Then students, we are discussing about the idea of romanticism. What is meant by romanticism? See, this here we will see that means this nationalism means actually it is not only discussing about the wars, otherwise territorial expansion, conquering more and more places. It is not only like that. Even in this we are able to see that culture also, means this literary works, that also played a big role for developing the feeling of nationalism in the mind of the people. And here we will see that it means through these through these type of the activities, otherwise cultural movement, how the feeling of otherwise sentiment of nationalism it developed in the mind of the people, that we will be that is the idea of romanticism. Here poets otherwise the supporters of this feeling, they are claiming that it means it's not like that science, otherwise reasoning, logic, these are the not the basic feeling of a mind. It means along with that, it means we have to give more focus to the feel, like mystical feelings, otherwise emotions, they are also having its own importance. Then here discussing about some of the important persons, personalities related with this movement. One of that is John Gottfried. Here the German philosopher Johann Gottfried, he is saying that means he collected number of German old folk stories, folk poems, then different type of literature works he collected. And it was not like that, it means by collecting this ancient works, ancient folk tales, folk stories, folk songs, by collecting this, he was in fact not giving any importance to the ancient feeling. No, he don't want to take the people to that feeling. Actually, through these feelings, he tried to again means bring back the feeling of uniformity, to bring back the feeling of the togetherness, nationalism in the mind of the people. Even there were number of people who were illiterate, even for like a to bring, otherwise to make their to bring them more close to this national movement, these type of the works it helped. That was the idea of Gottfried. Then even we are also able to see that in case of the Poland, there also means some of the workers, like some of the great personalities like Karol Kurpinski, means like they also through it may be through their plays, otherwise you might have heard like operas, music, these type of the these type of the art forms, we can say, they used songs, then like the different like folk dances, these type of the art forms they used for developing the feelings of nationalism in the mind of the people. Then one more very important point that we are discussing, it was about the language or related with Poland. See this what happened, Russia occupied Poland, and after that the Russian language they imposed everywhere, and means actually they tried to reduce forcefully, they tried to take out the Polish language, means Russia, that is Russia occupied Poland, and from Poland they were from schools and important places, institutions, forcefully they were trying to remove the they remove this language. But what happened, this people they began to raise their sound against that, and here it is showing that in the places like churches, otherwise where the people are, where number of the people they are gathering, there the priest and bishop and religious leaders, they insisted that they will be using only the language of Polish, their own language, their own regional language. But this Russia, they were against that, and many of the religious officials, religious leaders, they were jailed because they were not following the instructions given by the authorities. Then not only all these things, means another revolution. See children, all these cases we are discussing about different revolution. Firstly 1850, well, that year I told you, that is 1830 to 1848. Firstly we discussed about, that was about the July Revolution. Then we discussed about the freedom of the War of Independence in the case of the Greek, I told you. Then we are discussing, that means revolutions are going on, and then the feeling of this how the art forms they were influencing these art forms, how they are influencing, otherwise contributed their contribution for these revolutions, that we discussed in the case of one German philosopher that I told you, that was Jonas Gottfried. Then about the Poland also we discussed. Now again another case we are discussing, that is hunger, hardship and popular revolt. Here means actually by the this 1830s, again another problem, that was the increase, otherwise the rise in population. Then means most of the places what happened, the population overall there was an increase. Then as a result of that, means poverty, otherwise the hunger, means actually people they are not having enough opportunity to get employed. Many of the people they are jobless, they are unemployed, and the population is more. Then because of that, means actually people began to suffer a lot. Then small producers in the towns, they were sometimes they were facing the competition because of the import from the England side. England means there already industrialization started, and at a cheap rate they were from there they were sending these machine made items, textiles especially, they were sending to different part of the Europe. Then everywhere, means actually the people overall, when we are considering there, means the hardships of the people, that is increasing. Then this type of a situation, that also will be leading to a problem, leading to a stage of revolution, because people are not having any job, or they don't have anything for their survival, and the population is increasing. All these will lead to the another problem. Then though the peasants, otherwise the poor strata of the society, though they were facing these type of the problems, see we can say that this aristocratic people, the rich section of the society, they were enjoying their power, and they were still demanding for the dues from the peasant classes. So they were again and again, they were becoming, this poor section of the society, they were becoming more and more bounded to the aristocratic class. Now here we are and by the year of 1848, means previously I told you that after the July revolution of 1830, means this Louis Philippe, he became the this constitutional monarch of the France. And in this stage of 1848, where the people were suffering a lot, during this time, it's actually he was forcefully restored from his place, from his basic position. Then everywhere people they were against the existing system. They were, means they asked for their own right. Then they are then here what happened? A National Assembly proclaimed a republic, and they granted suffrage. Suffrage means, what is the meaning of suffrage? I told you, that is a right to vote to all the adult male who are above the age of 21, and they are guaranteeing the work. So as a result of this 1848 revolution, means the next incident that we are seeing, that is a National Assembly proclaimed the republic. That means that the monarch he is removed, and they are declaring it as a republic, and given a right to vote to all the adult males above the age of 21. A very important decision. Then next next portion you are able to see in page number 16, that is discussing about an incident related with those days of this revolution, because in many of the places means actually they are the people, they are turning against the rich section, aristocratic class, and here we are able to see one incident that happened. What happened? 1845, weavers in Silesia, they revolted against contractors who supplied them raw material and gave them order for finishing the textile. And what these contractors done, they know that this now too much number of the people, they are ready to work now. So as a result of that, these contractors, they said they will give less amount of the wages to the people. So they were exploiting that situation. Then the people, they were turning against these type of contractors, because that particular stage these contractors, they were exploiting their maximum. Then this crowd, they are turning against against this group, and there also you are able to see that a group of weavers, they were marching towards one contractor, and how they attacked his place, and he was suddenly he is escaping to a nearby village. There also he is not getting any place, and again he is coming back with the help of the army. These type of the incidents took place in France. And now students, we are coming to the last portion of this revolutionary movements of 1848. Here we are discussing that in the year 1848, when France, they have there we saw that abdiction of the monarch, and they have formed a republic based national assembly. They proclaimed, and also given suffrage, that right to vote to all the male members. Then this revolt of the poor, otherwise revolt organized by the middle class section also, means all under the this movements organized by the starving peasants, actually all this have given a chance for developing the feeling of nationalism in the mind of the Europe. Then see, though the republic idea based form of government started in the France in the year 1848, actually in another part of the Europe, like Germany, otherwise like another places, Italy, Poland, there actually such a type of a it not came into practice. Then anyway, from here the France, the people, other places also, as I told you, means they are getting motivated from this initiative, and the other places also they are trying this movement. Here one more example related with this it is given, that is related with the German region. There also the political associations in which the middle class people, professionals, they were traders and all very actively working. They organized again in their place also, they organized this type of a vote for all men. They started this type of an initiative they have started, and they elected 831 representatives. Then all these representatives, they marched to a place where that is Frankfurt, and they came together in a church of Saint Paul, and they formed their own parliament there in this Frankfurt St. Paul church, and drafted a constitution for a German nation, and they are giving the power of otherwise a crown to Frederick William, the king of Prussia. But actually he rejected this, and later slowly anyway, actually we cannot say this Frankfurt movement it was 100% successful, because slowly first of all the Frederick William he rejected his otherwise he not joined with this movement, and conservative group they were also, aristocratic group they were also very very much against this movement. That was not that much successful anyway, but have given some spirit. Then students, at the last portion here we are discussing about means in all these places the demand for otherwise the voting right for the women it was coming in a limelight. They were the women means they were actively participating, actively they were playing the role in all these movement, but again they were not having any right to vote. Even in the case of Frankfurt, there also the women were called for the meeting, but actually they were having the right just to observe all the sessions only. Then see students, we are concluding in this session, we are concluding by saying that it means these type of the movements, these type of the revolutionary steps, actually it have given an idea to the monarch that means they have to change their stand. Means these type in many places such type of revolutionary movements, revolutionary these are going on, and if they are not taking any initiative, if they are not taking any they are not changing this monarch otherwise this autocratic rulers, if they are not changing their views and giving any concession, not giving the concession to the people's demand, it will be creating their creating their future. So that's all for this class. Okay students.